Hey, how's it going? Checking in with an update on what I've been up to today, progress I've made, thoughts I've had about the goal that I set right at the beginning of the year about establishing myself as a professional motivational wellbeing speaker. And as I explored a few days ago, one of these videos, going back to the original goal, which was actually before this goal of this kind of vision I had of keynote speaking at conferences and events, was actually what I was already doing some of, which was workplace wellbeing. So delivering programs, delivering some shorter 45 to 60-minute talks as well, but it was a lot more about the education and combining it with the coaching and the online program offering that I have as well. So more of a kind of a package. And the reason I went for, let's see if I can make this into a keynote speaking business as well, was because I figured that it would be easier to sell that as an idea because people realize what keynote speaking was all about. And actually my blend of presentation and online implementation program was perhaps a little bit of a stretch for some people to really kind of understand how that might work and what it might look like. Whereas, yeah, we've got an event, we've got a conference, we need a speaker, let's book this guy to talk about well-being. That was my thinking at the time. Of course, if you followed these videos for any period of time, you'll know that it hasn't quite worked out like that. Although lots of progress has been made, and I have learned a phenomenal amount this year about the way these things work, and probably more like how not to approach things, more than anything more positive than that. But I'm still going, and actually had a couple of really good meetings today. One on the phone, one face to face, with a couple of opportunities, and I'll do the work to do the prep work and get my ideas down on paper as to what I could do, what I would propose. And it's kind of occurred to me that, well, maybe that's where I'm falling down. I'm not explaining myself well enough. And the conversation that I'm having with the person, it's like, yeah, we're clicking, it sounds great, we've got really good energy going here, and it's, they understand what I'm doing and I understand what they want. But when I put it down on paper or in an email, it just loses a lot of that. And I suspect that maybe I could probably benefit from having some more examples of these sort of different things that I have done in the past and what I can do, what I can bring together. So that's kind of been a good sort of realization for me today, because it's like, it can't be coincidence that I get so far and then all of a sudden it's like, no, we're not going to proceed with that, which is, well, it doesn't even get to that stage. It just sort of fizzled out. So, but talking about things fizzling out, I sort of I made a couple of phone calls today, buoyed up by the phone call that I'd just been on as a plan call with another pharmaceutical company. I picked up the phone and I went through the switchboard for another company, another law firm that I'm looking at doing some work with, and I've already kind of earmarked them as one of my ideal companies, and managed to speak to the person I needed to speak to, and just made an appointment to speak properly next week. So that felt pretty good. So I've got all these things, they're lined up, it's coming through. But as I said yesterday, it's like November, it's the end of November, then it'll be December, then it'll be Mad Christmas, and then we're into January. So I've got to make this happen now. These next 2 weeks are going to be really, really critical for me. I'm not looking at booking anything keynote-wise. If something comes through Diana from my speaking agent for a keynote talk or something similar through the agency, then fantastic. But otherwise, I'm really pushing this as training, as the well-being, the physical health, the mental health, the performance, and really targeting what I had been doing previously, but with much more, more vigor and more precision. With, this is what I'm doing, this is what I can help you achieve, as in with the company. So, yeah, I feel like I'm still making progress. I'm still in there. I'm still in the game. I'm still figuring things out. Obviously not quite there yet, but I'm getting there. So there's my check-in for the day. I'm actually driving up to my dad's tomorrow, so I'll be in the car and up there most of the day. So I'm not sure how much of a check-in I'll get to do, but I will put a few words together with any thoughts that have popped into my mind as we've been en route, as I normally do. It's good thinking time. And I'll check in again tomorrow. So bye for now.